Goals and goal setting. Goal setting is the one activity that sets apart self-developers from those who survive or just got by. Goal setting enables us to create the future we want to happen rather than live the future that others want to happen. In goal setting, we take charge. Here are 7 ways to set reachable goals. Start with your strengths. Although you can base your goals on anything you want, your chances of success are greater if, first, you base them on your strengths and second, on the current opportunities in your field. To find out your strengths, do some self-research, such as a personal SWOT, your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. Strengths are the things you are good at and enjoy doing. Strengths-based goals provide their own motivation. Weakness are the things that you have to do, but either dislike doing or make slow progress in. Opportunities are the external circumstances you expect to arise or can create which will aid you in moving towards your goals. Threats are those external circumstances that are unlikely to help you and may set you back. While we must keep an eye on weakness and threats, our goals should be built around strengths and opportunities. Put your goals in writing. Written goals have a way of transferring wishes into wants, can'ts into cans, dream into plan and plans into reality. The act of writing clarifies your goals and provides you with a way to check your progress. You can even add reasons to give you more motivation. So don't just think it, ink it. In Chicken Soup for the Soul, Jack Canfield and Mark Victor Hansen told the story of a 15-year-old boy called John Goddard, who in the 1920s wrote down a list of goals that he wanted to achieve in his lifetime. They included exploring the River Nile, climbing the world's highest mountains, following a career in medicine, playing Clair de Lune on the piano, marrying and having children, owning a cheetah, learning 3 foreign languages, visiting the birthplaces of both his grandfathers in Denmark and England, running a mile in 5 minutes, and riding a horse in a Rose Bowl parade. John wrote down 127 goals, and when the 21st century dawned, he achieved his 109th goal, which was to live to see the 21st century. How did he achieve so many of his goals? By writing them down as a way of giving commitment to his dreams. Dream big. One of the factors that restricts the realization of our full potential is the belief that we shouldn't go for big goals. Yet all the evidence of those who realize big goals is that we can always achieve far more than we think. David Schwartz says in his book, The Magic of Thinking Big, big goals attract big resources like a magnet. There is nothing wrong in thinking big when you set your goals. But you need to remember that a goal and a dream are not always the same thing. In his book, Straight from the Gut, Chairman and CEO of General Electric, Jack Welch recalls a meeting with the top people from his nuclear engineering division. For over an hour, the executives laid out their goals to sell 3 nuclear reactors a year in the United States. At the end, Welch thanked his executives but said that, no matter how well-intentioned, it was no more than a dream to expect the USA to buy nuclear reactors again. A more realistic and pragmatic goal would be to perhaps service existing nuclear facilities. Today, GE are top in their category of servicing nuclear plants. They don't invest in reactors anymore. Pitch each goal. Once you have set your ultimate goal, you then need to set the intermediate goals that will get you where you want. Don't pitch these too easily or too ambitiously, or they will drop into drop zone. Aim to make them challenge, out of reach, but not out of sight. Imagine yourself succeeding. When your will, your rational left-brain self, comes into conflict with your imagination, your creative right-brain self, your imagination wins every time. Mark Victor Hansen tells the story of the child who was frightened of monsters under her bed. To calm the little girl down, Hansen suggests it's better to appeal to the little girl's imagination than her reason. So, instead of saying something like, "Don't be silly, there are no monsters there," say something like, "Don't worry, sweetheart, our monsters are the kind that look after kids." Like children, we often imagine the worst. If we want to achieve our goals, we need to imagine ourselves succeeding. Such thoughts send out an energy that attracts complementary thoughts from people who can help us achieve what we want. Johnny Wilkinson is one of the most prolific goal scorers in rugby union. His tally for the England team is 1090 points more than anyone else has ever achieved. Wilkinson scored the winning drop goal that secured England the World Cup in 2003, scoring in the last minute of extra time. When he takes a conversion kick, he uses his powers of visualization as much as his skill. He says, "I use the seam of the ball as a target, the ball leaning slightly to the left. Then I go back and visualize the line of my kick, dead straight between the ball and the middle of the posts. That line is fixed in my mind like concrete. Then a few steps to the side. I see the path of the ball in my mind, then a deep focus, imagining all the power going through my leg. You try to be in total control of the path of the ball, kick up and through it. Express them right. It's important to express your goals in the right way. 1. Never express your goals in terms of what you don't want, always in terms of what you do want. 2. Express your goals in performance terms, not reward terms. 3. Express your goals in terms of how others benefit. 4. Express your goals according to the principles which matter. Whilst focusing on goals is a sure way to move towards them, focusing on some goals at the cost of neglecting others is a way to achieve hollow victories. It is like the man who worked so hard to provide for his family that he neglected them in the process and ended up losing them from his life in separation and divorce. Some of the other areas that need to be considered are what you set goals for, say, your work life and the effects on home, marriage, health, social life, leisure activities, spiritual life. When we manage to harmonize or align goals in one area with those in another, we find that motivating forces in one area actually help those in the other area at the same time. As psychologists put it, they become ecologically worthwhile. Set goals in terms of behavior. When we set goals for ourselves, they should be expressed in behavioral terms, rather than in terms of status, rewards or positions. That's because behavior is something within our power, while status, rewards and positions are not. Formulating goals in behavioral terms also means we present a strong positive image of ourselves to our brains. The brain, not knowing the difference between a real or imagined experience, then seeks to act in accordance with the presented image. Pursue your goals with passion. The driving force behind your goal achievement is desire. You must desire your goals constantly, vividly and with a burning passion, knowing that you have already achieved them and now only need to realize them. If you do, you cannot fail to achieve them. It was said of Michelangelo that, such was his focus and desire, he could blot out every distraction while working on a project such as the statue of David, until it was completed. Goal setting is central to maximizing our potential because it enables us to create something unique and new in our lives. Goal setting allows us to feed our goal-oriented brain and puts us in control of our futures. Key points. 1. Goal setting is the one activity that distinguishes self-developers from those who just get by. 2. Write your goals down, so that you have a way to measure your progress. 3. Build your goals around your strengths. 4. Set your goals as big as you can. 5. Pitch your goals so that you can just reach them. 6. Express your goals in terms of the actions within your power, not the rewards outside your power. For further support. At Talent and Skills Hub, you can be supported by our instructors, counselors and mentors on personal and professional development. You can book an appointment for one-to-one or group tutoring through our website, ts-hub.com. Reference and further reading. Garner, E. 2012 Maximizing Your Potential. Be All You Can Be. Ebook Eric Garner and bookboon.com.